Like, just so you know, like, he might get into some of that motivational shit, right, Goose?
Right.
I'd rather have the disclaimer for that than just being around for the sake of being around, not contributing to anything or being upset to the energies that I'm privy to without deciding or making deliberate effort to be where I want to be and sharing the energy that wants to share into me. Again, complaining that my life isn't, because I'm leaving it up to chance, it's not happening to the degree in which I wish that the chances that I would that I wish that it will happen. You got to be steering that shit. You know what I mean? When a motherfucker get rich, that's consistent effort. When a motherfucker buys a mansion, that's institutional wealth. That's being built every second of every day. I had to tell my son. You know what I mean? My son be coming down on me, but my son be giving me. He's like my illest advisor. You know what I mean? He just told me recently. I love to ask him when he drink when he wakes up, hitting with a good morning, son, and bless you, and you know, did you sleep well, and what's your dream? What did you dream? Yeah, what did you dream about? So, in a way of helping him kind of like, you see Snoop, and help him kind of catalog his dreams instead of letting them just drift off into the vapor, into the ethereal. So, last Saturday, I asked him what he dreamed about. He was like, I dreamt about you. I'm like, man, you ain't dream about me, man. You only telling me you dreamed about me because I just asked you that. So he was like, no, that for real. Well, basically, yeah, I did dream about you. I said, yeah. So what did you dream about? He was like, you turned into you was scared. I was like, oh, for real? No, no, no. Matter of fact, no, no, no. He was like, you turned into a monster. And I was like, oh, word, I turned into a monster. Now, immediately from my environment, I immediately signify monster as being a good thing because monster in the streets mean like, shit, you handle your business and at all costs. So I was like, okay, but I know in the degree in which he meant monster. He could have meant like a playful monster, or he could have meant like a real monster. So I'm like, so what you mean? What you mean like I turned into a monster? No, I was like, oh no, I was like, okay, okay, I turned into a monster, okay, and I was getting ready to walk away, and he was just like, but you only turned into a monster because you were scared. And I was like, damn. And he was like playing with his toe, like he was sitting on his ottoman, and like with his knee, like with his foot, one foot on the floor and one foot on the ottoman, with like his knee in his chest, and he was like playing with his toes and watching. I think he was watching ZZ Kids at the time. So like he was watching that, but he was explaining to me the dream. So like if he was making this up, he had me convinced, right? So even if even if his rhetoric was to tell me that like I was only a monster because I was scared, I understood that as fear turns me into that monster. You know what I mean? And like, how dope is that to have my son advise me of that? His dream advised me of that. So from that moment on, I was like, no fear, fuck it. And I think I mentioned that in the previous podcast. So he come down on me sometime too and be like, you know, we live at the job house or whatever. You know what I mean? Like when we was living in commercials, like we living in the commercials place and going hired out of there trapping. But I'm like, son, there's nothing conventional about hustling, making or enterprising a free enterprise off of your ideas. Like right, like like solved a problem and satisfied a niche with soft skill incubation, right? So he liked to watch the videos on my MacBook, and the commercials come on, and one of the infomercials that be invading my playlist is about real estate. So he like, Dad, come here, you gotta see this. So I go in there and see. He like, yo, This is my favorite commercial right here. I love that commercial right there. I'm like, why? He was like, he's gonna show you ways on how to get a house. He's gonna show you how to get a house. And I'm like, yo, son, I don't know. Like, is you thinking we like slumming and bumming? Like, we are like great. We're in better shape than we've ever been. Like, even before you came along, like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, you're in the best shape. You got parents that love you. You have the latitude to be as creative as you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the freedom to do what you want and think on your own because of this lifestyle that's provided to you. That's because of the route I chose to take. It's working. But you got to give your dad some time. And I talk to him just like that. I don't give a damn that you 5. You about to be 5 in 2 weeks. I talk to you just like, since you think that you can understand grown man business, I'm going to give it to you like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something that you should be proud of always. I didn't have parents like how you got. I wasn't afforded these opportunities. My year 5 was a nightmare.
Right.
I'm not saying that yours is all peachy king. He still got to deal with the shit he got to deal with from his perspective, from his vantage. But shit, it ain't nothing like how I had.
Right.